Good morning. Welcome. Welcome back. Some of you I haven't seen for ages. So, yeah, lovely to see you this morning. Feels like it's been quite a while. I wonder if you're feeling the same. And I wonder if you saw the beautiful full moon last night, or early this morning. Yeah, just so beautiful. We're not actually doing a session on the moon today, but yeah, it was very beautiful. I went and sat down by the beach last night and just sat with the moon for a while, and yeah, so beautiful. So if you have a bolster, it would be great to have that next to your mat this morning. If you don't have one, that's fine. You might grab a couple of cushions, a couple of pillows, even a rolled up blanket would be fine, but that's all optional. And I thought we might actually start in a seated position this morning, but if you're really low in energy, then please feel free to lie down. You can also sit in a chair if you prefer. And we might just start by closing the eyes or having a soft downward glance and just taking these first few moments to settle into yourself just as you are. So no desire to change or fix or do anything right now. Simply allowing the breath to flow in, allowing the breath to flow out. Dwelling in the space between no longer and not yet. Total focus on this present moment. So just allowing everything to quieten down. And I thought we might begin with the waterfall breath, which we haven't done for quite a long time. But it's a breath where we imagine that we're inhaling from the base of the spine all the way up over the back of the head to the crown top. And then as we exhale, just imagining the breath is like a stream of water. We blow the breath out through the mouth. So imagine the breath is like that waterfall, that stream of water flowing out through the mouth. So we'll do 5 of these, taking your awareness to the base of the spine, exhaling all breath. And then on the next inhalation, imagining or sensing, feeling the breath, this channel of water flowing up your spine, 1 vertebra at a time, through the back of the neck, the back of the head to the crown top. And then on the exhalation, the water, the breath flows over your face and you exhale that stream of water out through the mouth. So 4 more of these, inhaling up the spine, all the way up through the back of the neck, back of the head to the crown top. And on the exhalation, blowing the breath out through the mouth, visualizing the water tumbling down, flowing down as you let go. So 3 more of these, breathing in and breathing out. 2 more in your own time. And then you might like to say to yourselves a few times, as I journey along the path of healing, I nourish my body, mind, and spirit with love and tenderness. As I journey along the path of healing, I nourish my body, mind, and spirit with love and tenderness. Once more, as I journey along the path of healing, I nourish my body, mind, and spirit with love and tenderness. Now, gently turning your eyeballs down towards your heart and tuning in to the quality of energy which surrounds your heart. So notice if your heart is feeling a little heavy or tight or congested this morning, or perhaps your heart is feeling quite light and soft, expansive, spacious. Feel the space within your heart. Is there some sadness or grief, or perhaps no feeling, perhaps a sense of numbness? Begin to breathe into your heart and allow the muscles around your heart to release, to soften. Now we're going to work just with a little meditation, not for very long, but it's a really beautiful practice. It's called For a Calm Heart, and it involves placing the left hand over your heart center, and then the right hand is in Jhana Mudra, so index finger and thumb lightly joined, the index finger tucked under the thumb, the other fingers extended up. And then we just bring that hand out to the side at the level of the heart. So left hand over the heart, right hand is in Jhana Mudra to the side. The eyes are still closed or your map's a little bit open, but we're gazing down towards the heart and just directing the breath into the heart space. Feeling the chest rise and fall with the breath. So the heart energy center, Anahata Chakra, is connected to the intangible element of air, so that we can feel now our breath is soft and spacious. And just imagining, feeling, sensing the heart opening and relaxing with each breath. Feeling the expansion and contraction of your chest with each breath. Breathing directly into the heart space. Filling and emptying this vast space with prana, life force, vital energy. Imagining your lungs are in your heart. So the practice this morning is concentrated on our heart space, working to improve the flow of energy through our heart, lungs, ribs, chest, shoulders, upper back, and thymus gland, which controls the body's immune system. but also working to free up the flow of love and compassion for ourselves and others. In a nutshell, the practice centers around a very well-known passage by Rumi, which I shared during the recent retreat in Bali. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. So over the next 2 or 3 breaths, you might like to just release the hands down into your lap or by your sides, exhaling the breath. And I'm going to come back to meet you now on my mat. And just be in a comfortable seated position. So if you are lying down, you might like to come now to sit, and you might be choosing to sit on your bolster, having a little bit of support. Legs can be stretched out or cross-legged. And we're just going to start off with a crisscross movement where we bring one arm in front. So you might be tapping the shoulder, the other arm is crisscrossing behind, and then we swap, tapping the opposite shoulder. So you can keep this slow or you can speed it up. Just make sure you're continuing to breathe. Bringing a little bit of movement into our arms, warming the upper body, keeping the face soft, perhaps a gentle smile on your lips. Quite an energizing practice, so good if we're feeling a little bit tired this morning, a bit low in energy. Good, and then just release that movement. You might give the arms a bit of a shake. We're going to work with Donna Fahi's tapping and percussion. So really great practice to stimulate our heart energy and wake up the lungs a little bit more. So we can make fists and we're going to tap the body in different areas. If you've got a bit of a cold or a cough, or you would just like to work very gently this morning, fingertips would be good. So just over the upper chest. Otherwise, we can make fists, so it's a little more firm, and we're tapping all over the upper chest. You can go right out towards the armpits, and every now and then when you get the urge, you can exhale through the mouth. Working to free up some of that stale air that can get caught in the bottom lobes of the lungs. Good, and then we can move to the second area, which is the side rib cage area. So again, tapping or with fingertips. And again, if you get the urge, you can blow the breath out through the mouth. Working to clear and release. Good, and then the lower back on either side of the spine, so around the area of the kidneys. Again, blowing the breath out through the mouth, if that feels good. And then gently release. And let's just bring the hands again to rest over the heart space. Eyes can be open or closed. A few conscious breaths now into the heart. Lengthening up through the crown top. So nice, tall, long spine, shoulders relaxed. Forehead soft and smooth. So the heart energy center is connected to the element of air, that feeling of lightness and spaciousness. So we're going to work with the Bija mantra for the heart chakra this morning and for the element of air, which is Yam. So this can help to strengthen our heart energy and increase the element of air within us. You can listen, you can chant silently, or you can join in with me. We're going to chant 5 times continuously. So it's yam, 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 yam. And we'll incorporate an arm movement with this. So feel free to watch the first one or just join in straight away. So we'll exhale all breath. And then breathing in as we take the arms out wide. Yam, 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 yam. 4 more. Yam, 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 yam. So keep going. Yam, 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 yam. Yam, 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 yam. Last one. Yam, 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 yam. Take a breath or two. So we're going to work now with the 3 breath stretches that follow the tapping. This practice was developed by Donna Farhi, very well-known yoga teacher. So we're going to interlace the fingers behind us. And first of all, we're concentrating on the breath in the upper chest area. So you can drop the chin down, but be conscious of lifting the chest. 3 breaths here. Finish the breaths, just lift the head, release the hands for a moment. And then we do 3 more. You might like to interlace the fingers with the opposite index finger in front this time. And 3 breaths. Finish, release the hands. So the second area we direct the breath into is the upper back area, the back area of the lungs. So to do this, we take the hands in front, holding one wrist, doesn't matter which one. And as we inhale, we round the back. So breathing into the upper back. And on the exhalation, just coming back to a neutral spine. So 2 more of these, breathing in and breathing out. And again. And then we change the grip and we do 3 more. Let's just release the hands down. So our third breath stretch is to breathe into the side of the lungs. So we'll take the right hand onto the side of the ribs. We can lean over to the left a little bit, and we're directing the breath into this side lung. So 3 breaths here. And then we swap it over. And 3 breaths into the left side of the lungs. And release. All right, when you finish, we're going to just slowly come up to stand. So clearing everything off your mat. Coming into Tadasana, spreading your toes. And we're going to work with another breathing practice, which is really good for opening up the bronchial tubes, strengthening our lungs, opening up the heart as well, strengthening heart energy. So you might like to watch the first one. Some of you will have done this with me before. We're going to be taking the arms up in front, pausing with the breath, holding the breath, and then making fists as fast as we can, as many as we can. Then when we need to exhale, we're lowering the arms down by our side. So being really conscious of directing the breath into the heart. So we'll work with 5 of these. Let's exhale all breath. And then breathing in, making fists. So we're holding the breath. When you need to exhale, you just release the wrists, spread the fingers wide, and lower the arms. So 4 more, inhale. Let's keep going. In your own time, 3 more. Last one. When you finish, bring the hands back over the heart, eyes open or closed. We're going to come back to the Bija mantra Yam, working with this 5 times, same way we worked with it just before. So when you're ready, inhale, taking the arms out wide, directing the breath into the heart. Yam, 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 yam. 4 Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Last one. Yum, 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 yum. Just take a few breaths there, and you might like to say to yourselves a few times, I love myself with all my imperfections. I am totally at peace within. I am loved. I am free. I love myself with all my imperfections. I am totally at peace within. I am loved. I am free. And then release the hands. We're just going to work with a little stretch now for our fingers. So you can turn one palm up, doesn't matter which one, and with the other hand, just bending each finger back, just gently. Pressing the palm up towards the sky. And then you can do the other hand. Keep pressing the palm up, fingers down. Good, let's do that once again. The other hand. The hands are shaking. And then bring your elbows into the side waist and we'll work into our wrists. Some nice slow circles with your wrists. And reverse. Good, and then make fists with the thumbs tucked inside. And just a little bit slower this time as you circle. And reverse. Good, and release the arms down, give them a bit of a shake. Now we're just going to shrug one shoulder up towards the ear, squeeze, hold that tight, and then let it go. And then we'll do the other one. Hold it tight and drop. And let it go. Going from side to side and drop. Make sure you're not bringing any tension into the face or the mouth as you work with this. Good, and then when you finish both sides evenly, lift both shoulders up and just take your head from side to side. Keep squeezing the shoulders up and drop. Let's do that 2 more times. So lift the shoulders up, head from side to side, hold that tension and drop. And once more. And let it go. Let's take the arms out to the side. Make sure you've got lots of room around your arms. We're just going to spiral the arms. So you're making circles, each one a little bit bigger than the previous one. Keep the breath flowing. Good. Nice and slowly. Make sure you're not gripping the earth with your feet, with your toes. Let the toes be relaxed. And when you can't make those circles any larger, we reverse and we begin to make each circle a little bit smaller now than the previous one. Good. And then drop. Good. Let's just let the arms swing a little bit. Let's do another stretch for our wrists. So now as we inhale, take the arms out. Imagine you're pressing against a wall. Hold that tension and let it go. Do two more. Inhale. And release. And again. And release. Good. Now again, we're going to take the arms out to shoulder height. This time we're going to turn one palm up, the other palm is down, and we're alternating. So working into our shoulders, turning one palm up and then turning it down. Yeah, going in alternate directions. Keep lengthening out into the fingers, noticing how your shoulders are feeling this morning. Of course, if it becomes a little bit intense at any point, you just drop those arms down. Otherwise, we'll just try to do a few more. Good. And let it go. All right. Taking the arms up above the head. And we're going to swing one arm forward and the other arm back. So one arm forward, the other arm back. And you might bob as you do this. One arm forward, the other arm back. So keep it slow if you like. If you've got the hang of it, you might like to speed it up. But if you find this quite confusing, just go nice and slowly. Good. And then take the arms up, pause. Toes are spread. Feel your connection with the earth as you lengthen the fingertips up towards the sky. And then we're reversing directions. So just noticing how this way feels. It might feel more challenging to circle the arms in one direction than the other. And release it down. Coming back into Tadasana, take a deep breath in. Side away and just notice what's going on inside, how you're feeling without attaching a judgment. So noticing, constantly noticing the effects of the practices as we go along. That's why it's good to pause every now and then and just notice, and also give time to absorb and integrate the benefits of the practices. All right, let's turn the palms forward now. So another one for our heart and our lungs and our shoulders. As we breathe in through the nose, we bring the arms up in front, right up above the head, pressing down through the feet, and then we're blowing the breath out through the mouth. Nice and slowly. So breathing in through the nose and blowing the breath out through the mouth. At your own pace, inhale. Finish the one you're on and do 3 more. Let's now work with our flowing bird. I'm just going to turn sideways. And as we work with bird, again, might like to bring to mind the element of air. Imagine that you are a beautiful bird flying through the sky with all of that beautiful space around us, a sense of freedom. So let's inhale, raise the arms up. And on the exhale, bending the legs, brushing the fingers down. So legs can stay bent or straight in here as arms come up behind. Inhale, bend the legs. You might like to look up, bend back a little bit, and then arms come by your side. So you can keep this really slow this morning, or you can speed it up. Just see what feels good, what feels appropriate for you this morning. Remembering that also you can visualize the practices if it doesn't feel right to work on a physical level. We might even just be, lying down or sitting on a chair and visualizing ourselves working with these practices. Keep the breath flowing. I'd like to think of your favorite bird. Been loving watching the herons down in Williamstown all of this year, really, going down to the little bird sanctuary and just watching the herons, as well as, of course, the beautiful big pelicans. Just enjoying this movement, warming up the legs. Now, the next time we come into the forward fold, we're going to drop the arms down and make our way into down face dog pose. Again, if you're a bit low in energy, or if you've got a headache or you're a little bit congested this morning, you might like to come down and work with cat or even rest in child pose at this point. Otherwise, we're holding dog, connecting with our breath, perhaps blowing the breath out through the mouth, fingers spread wide, head, neck relaxing. And then let's drop our knees and exhale. Now, if you've got a bolster there, you might like to just place that between your inner thighs, arms forward, head to one side, or some cushions or a pillow. But if you don't have any props, that's absolutely fine. Just coming into your favorite version of child. I'd like to imagine or visualize or sense in this position a beam of light flowing down from the sky into the back of your heart chakra, so between your shoulder blades. As you inhale, imagine you're drawing that light in. And if your head is to one side, you might turn your head the other way now. And then gently release. Just pop any props out of the way. Extending the arms forward. And on your next inhale, let's come up into cat. Tuck the toes. Back into down face dog pose. Lowering the knees. Big toes touching and into extended child. So let's work with a few of these now. Inhaling to cat. Let the heart lead. Exhale, down face dog pose. Inhale, back into cat. And child. Long, smooth inhalation. And long, smooth exhalation. Inhale, cat. And exhale, child. Feel free to go at your own pace now. Face soft. Finish the one you're on and we'll work with 3 more. This one. Finish. Let's release. Bring the hands back alongside you and sigh the breath away. So either in a low kneel or a high kneel, and we're going to go through some kneeling salutes. So nice, tall, long spine. Let's exhale all breath. Breathing in. And breathing out. Inhale, cat. Face soft. Exhale, down face dog pose. Back into cat. And child. Sliding on the floor, coming through into a low cobra. Squeeze the elbows in and back into child. Inhale, come up. And exhale. I'm going to do 4 more of these, but please feel free to rest. You can visualize the sequence if need be. Into down face dog pose. Back into child. Coming through into a low cobra. And back. In, out. Down face dog pose. Back into cat. And child. Cobra. And back. Inhale, come up. And exhale. So 2 more without my voice. Finish. Let's bring the hands over the heart space. So either a low kneel or a high kneel. Might like to close the eyes. Perhaps a gentle smile on the lips. And again, taking a moment to notice what you notice. Coming back to the Bija mantra, Yam. We'll work with this just 3 times continuously as we've been doing, but we'll keep the hands over the heart this time, not take them out to the side. So exhale all breath. Inhale. Yam, 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 yam. Yam, 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 yam. Yam, 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 yam. Let's release the hands. We're going to come onto all fours and work with our cat twist now. So the knees are hip width apart, the hands are onto the shoulders. We'll place the right palm hand underneath the heart center, taking a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're sliding that arm under the left arm. So the right side of the face is coming onto the mat. Now we can stay in this position with the left hand on the mat, or we might place the left hand on the sacrum. And if you want to take it even further, we can extend that left arm up towards the sky. Now we can either look along the floor, or we might turn the head to look up towards the left thumb if that feels okay for our neck. And just holding this position and breathing. Good. And then lower the gaze, lower the left hand if you need to. Let's come back to our neutral position. And we'll try the other side. So left hand under the heart center, deep breath in. And sliding it through, left side of the face down. So right hand can stay as it is or come onto the sacrum, or you might take that arm up towards the sky, either looking along the floor or turning to look up towards your right thumb, and breathe. And then lower the right hand, come back to a neutral position and just release back into extended child. Directing the breath into the back of the heart chakra once again, between your shoulder blades. You might visualize that stream or channel of light flowing down from the sky into the back of your heart. Good. And then slowly, slowly coming up. You might like to make a few slow circles with your shoulders. All right, from here, we're going to come into supported fish, or you can do it unsupported if you prefer. But we can grab our bolster or our rolled up blanket or pillows or cushions and knock them across the mat. Any neck issues, please give yourself some support for the back of the head. Don't let the head hang. And we can either have the legs straight, or some of you might like to incorporate Baddha Konasana as well, soles of the feet together, knees out wide. If you're feeling a bit cold this morning, you might even cover yourselves up with a blanket at this point. Pop the socks back on if they're off. And then we have our upper back over the bolster. And we want the head either on a cushion or resting on the floor. And the hands, if you'd like to, I thought we could incorporate Hridaya Mudra, which is the heart mudra, which directs we know the mudras redirect the life force prana to different areas of the body. So when we work with Hridaya Mudra, that we're directing the heart, the prana, the life force, to the physical heart. So this mudra can help with any problems with the heart on a physical level, but also emotionally. So if we're feeling heartbroken or feeling a lot of sadness or grief, this can be a beautiful mudra to work with. So we don't do this a lot. If you're not familiar with it, we tuck the index finger into the root of the thumb, and then we press the middle and ring fingers to the thumb, and the little fingers stay straight. So the index finger tucks into the root of the thumb, middle and ring fingers touch the tip of the thumb, so 3 fingers are touching together, the tips, and the little finger is straight. Now your hands might be on the body, out to the side, or perhaps overhead. Eyes can be open or closed, whatever you feel comfortable with. This is beautiful heart opening pose. And you might, as you rest in this position, you might like to say to yourselves, I feel my heart expanding. I feel my heart expanding. I feel my heart expanding. I'm going to stay here for a few minutes, but please feel free to come out early if need be. But while we're in this position, we can keep our attention, our gaze, our drishti on our heart space, on Anahata Chakra. And you might even like to visualize or imagine a beautiful pink lotus flower resting on your chest, right over the heart space. Imagining that your breath, or feeling that your breath is fuel, is energy for this beautiful pink lotus. I feel my heart expanding. You might sense or visualize the petals of the lotus opening up, spreading wide. as you breathe. Feel my heart expanding. So just another minute here. Visualizing that beautiful pink lotus resting on your chest, rising and falling with the breath. Feel my heart expanding. Your arms are overhead. You might like to just gently bring them down alongside you. Preparing to release from this pose. So safest way is to roll to one side and sit up that way. If you know your neck is strong enough, you can sit straight up, but just be very careful. And we're going to go straight into a counter pose, a forward fold of your choice. So just don't think too much, just go into the first pose that comes to you. If you've got a bolster or cushions, you might even bring that around in front. You might be cross-legged, you might be wide legs, you might be as I am in Paschimottanasana, doesn't matter, just some sort of forward fold, and we'll slowly come forward. And while we're in the forward fold, if you'd like to join with me, we'll work with the Bija mantra once more, 3 times continuously, again, perhaps a little bit softer this time. So exhale all breath. Breathing in. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. you're working with an asymmetrical forward fold, come up, change your leg position, and then come forward again. The rest of us can just stay as we are. And then slowly, slowly, slowly inhale. Take the arms all the way up overhead. Bring the palms together and bring the hands down to your heart and bow the head towards your heart. And release. All right, we're going to work with another pranayama practice now. So I'm going to come up closer to you. You can lie down if you feel that you need to at this point. Otherwise, come into a seated position, perhaps even on a chair. If you need to, you can wrap a shawl around yourself. I'm popping my socks back on. Hope I'm not, looks a bit blurry, the screen. I hope it's not too blurry. You can let me know later if it was a bit blurry. Brahmari pranayam, the humming bee breath. So in the ancient scriptures, the heart was sometimes referred to as the cave of the bees. So this is a beautiful pranayam practice to strengthen our heart energy. It's also very calming, and it is considered a meditation practice in its own right, not just a pranayam practice. So we make the sound of a bee humming, and there are different ways we can work with this. I'd like to let you choose this morning how you'd like to work. One way, the simplest way, is just to sit as we are, perhaps with the eyes closed, and make that humming sound. The more traditional way is to cover our sense of hearing, either like this, or you can just do it like this. Or a bit more advanced practice is to incorporate another mudra, another seal, which is called Shanmukhi mudra, which can be translated as closing the 7 gates or doorways of perception. And this one involves closing off our sense of hearing, our sense of sight with our index fingers, our sense of smell with our middle fingers, and then the ring and little fingers close the mouth. So when you need to breathe, you just release the middle fingers, you inhale through the nose, and then so 3 different options. We'll work with 12 breaths. So we'll start together, and then you just count your own breaths. When you finish, if you've got the hands up here, you can just release them down. So let's begin by exhaling all breath. And then we'll start together. So inhale. Mm. 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 So when you finish, no rush. We're going to come to lie down for Shavasana, relaxation. You just take your time. Make sure that you are warm and that you have all the support you need. Settling down. And you might like to begin the practice of Shavasana by saying to yourself once again, as I journey along the path of healing, I nourish my body, mind, and spirit with love and tenderness. As I journey along the path of healing, I nourish my body, mind, and spirit with love and tenderness. Allowing your attention now to come gradually to the breath, the even rhythm of your breath, relating to yourself with kindness and care, giving yourself permission to relax and enjoy this time of deep, nourishing rest. Allowing your attention now to move to your heart center, the part of you where compassion, kindness, and care for your own struggle, as well as the struggles of others, resides. Focus on the kindness and compassion and love that is within your heart. Notice the gentleness of your heart energy, the love, the compassion, that is there for you and there for others. Notice the kindness and love that is part of your heart center. And if you find it challenging to feel love for yourself, recall someone in your life who loves you dearly. It could be a family member, a friend, a pet, a sibling. It could be someone who has passed away, a special grandparent or great aunt. Choose one being who loves you in an uncomplicated way. Bring this being to mind and imagine gazing at yourself through their eyes. See how they see you with eyes of love for you. And then allow yourself to rest. Rest in the gentleness you are experiencing. Rest in the love and warmth and compassion you are experiencing. Fully receptive to the love, receptive to the compassion you feel deep within. How very gently it is time to release the practice and slowly start to bring your awareness back into your room, into your body, deepening your breath and bringing some movement into your fingers and toes. I'd like to have a bit of a stretch. And then quietly roll over to one side and curl up into a little ball. Hug your knees in. And sharing Rumi's passage once more. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. When you feel ready, let's come up to sit, and we'll chant one Om to close our practice. Bringing the hands together at the heart. Exhale all breath. Breathing in. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful to be back. Thank you for joining with me, and see you again soon. Bye.